Hey, y'all, what's up, everybody? It's me, and I am going to talk about reasons why, if you were looking at joining the Marines in 2024, I gotta just tell you some things, okay? And by the way, it's that Marine Police guy. I'm definitely going to try to change it to a different YouTube name, but for now, that's what I got. But anyways, the first thing I want to start off with is this. I am going to be talking about specifically the reservists, okay? If you're a reservist or you're looking at being a reservist, and also, this is specifically for the Marines, not the Army, not the Space Force, not the Navy. This is for the Marines because all branches are different, and because of that, I can't speak on them. But the first thing I can think about off the back is when you're thinking about going to the Marine Corps as a reservist, the one thing you have to think about is that's your weekend. And yes, that is your weekend. Whether you're in school, I was 19 when I joined, and I'm now 27, and I graduate my school in cybersecurity this December in cybersecurity. And I want to go into Marine OCS and hopefully be part of class 249. But at first, when I was 19, things weren't that easy, okay? When I was 19, my recruiter hit me up. I'm sorry, I'm zipping this thing up. It's bothering me. My recruiter hit me up when I was in class, and he was like, "Hey, I see you're very athletic. I hear everything about the Marines." And I was like, "I only know what the Marines are, but okay." So I was at Jones at the time. I was at JUCO at the time, and I was getting my associates in computer network and technology. So I didn't know what the Marines was, right? And just to skip some things, if you all want to see my boot camp videos and how I started and stuff, I can do that. Just let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, I ended up joining. I went to Intel school. I didn't do well. Hold on, guys. I just realized my mic wasn't plugged in. Okay, now the quality of the voice, if you hear me, is probably different now. But anyways, yeah, so I went ahead and joined, went to boot camp, went to MCT, went to MLS school. I signed up to be, I think it was an 8561 ground surveillance intense operator, but I ended up going to intelligence specialist school in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Loved it. Loved the school, loved everything. So far, my Marine experience was doing great. Anywho, things started going bad, turning bad to worse. Apparently, I wasn't taking it serious enough, and I failed out of Intel school. Yeah, that sucked. It did suck. By the way, I'm gonna let you all know right now, if you're gonna be Intel or anything of that sort, be prepared to study for your whole 3 months there. Like that's, it wasn't what I thought. I definitely downplayed the school, and I won't do that again. So anyways, what happened was I ended up going to supply school. School was definitely 100 times easier. Made my 98s and stuff, and I passed, so I became an inventory management specialist, and that's my fault. It is what it is. But anyways, so that happened. I went to my duty station as a reservist, and it was on from there. Duty station was an hour away from me, 50 minutes to an hour away from me, so it wasn't that bad. Got my hotel. So this is where the first thing comes into. You will travel. Yes, I have people from my unit that live in Atlanta and drive all the way to Gulfport, Mississippi, just to let you all know my duty station was. I'm not in it anymore. I'm on my 8th year, so I'm not in it anymore. So it is what it is. So I can tell you now. So you have people that come from Atlanta, North Carolina, the southeast, the Sulphur, Louisiana, all the way near Beaumont, Texas, coming 5 hours to drill. Now that sounds crazy, right? You're finna drive 4 to 7 hours sometimes, depending on who you are, just to drill for 2 days, maybe 3 if you're shooting at the range or something. You see where I'm getting at? That's your gas money. And I know sometimes they say, "Oh, well, you get reimbursed." No. I've been in long enough to know and have a lot of people that have just blankly said that they're not getting paid for that. You're supposed to get like certain certain percentage per mile that you drive, but people are saying that they don't see that on their check. It doesn't reflect, right? So the first thing that you might not like is driving. Second thing you might not like, taking your weekends off. See, at the time, I was somebody who wanted my weekends, and then when I became a police officer, it just got even worse, right? So it was like I was working on and off every other weekend. So the weekend I would be off, I would have to go to drill. So you see where I'm coming at? Having to go to drill on my weekend. I'm supposed to be off. So now my weekend's gone. So that sucks, right? Another thing. This is specifically for the Marines. You will, and don't let an active duty person tell you any different. Don't. They're indoctrinated the same way North Koreans are, right? They don't know any better. You list an 18, 19, 20-year-old that went to the Marines and went active duty. They went from high school to active duty. They don't know any better. Don't listen to them. Listen to a reservist, okay? As a reservist, you're going to have people at active duty say, oh, well, it's the same. When you go in the military, it's going to be the same as real work. You're going to listen to your boss. No. It's not the same. I'm telling you it's not the same. I'm going to give you a good example. Check this out. If your master sergeant touches up on you, because it will happen. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It could happen. It didn't happen to me, but I've seen it happen in person. Unfortunately, he could probably get away with it. Okay, so if they grab you and start yelling you at your face, they can probably get away with it. See, in the real world, we all know that's not gonna happen. If your boss grabs you, we coming back with, what? Why you break it off me? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we gonna do. Like, who you touching? And you can do that because he touched you, self-defense. See, in the military, for some reason, self-defense doesn't really exist. I'm just being honest. It doesn't. So a colonel can push you. I mean, I'll push back, push back, but it's not like how it is in the real world. So that's the one thing. That's a big difference. People yelling at you and stuff, that's not happening in the real world. You're gonna tell them to shut up or step up. Then you want to do something, step up. See, in the military, it doesn't slide like that in the military. So you definitely have to look out for that. So you have an attitude, and not even an attitude problem, but if you're just somebody who's like oversensitive, or maybe you're somebody who's a free thinker, and I think that was my problem. I was definitely a free thinker. I never got in trouble, by the way, y'all. I'm just letting you know I'm a free thinker. It could definitely be troublesome going into the military, especially the Marines, because you're going to be seeing a lot of things and not agreeing with a lot of things that definitely don't make sense. They just don't make sense, and you just got to suck it up, and it is what it is. So I'm just letting you know, and also contract, no job, unless, because I do want to go federal, right? So I'm going to OCS, but I want to be reservist, but I want to be a federal agent. I'll make videos on that later in the future, but you're not signing a contract either. So these are people that you got to deal with in your unit for 6 years, right? 6 years, because if you're a reservist, you have to do 6 years as a reservist and then 2 years in the IRR. 6 years. What real job besides like your federal diplomatic security services and your air marshals, sometimes they might make you sign a 3-year contract. Besides those type of jobs, which are the very, very 0.0001 jobs, what jobs are you going to that makes you sign a 6-year contract to deal with some dweebs that you gotta see every weekend of a month? None. And then let's say you had a plan in the summertime and you wanted to go on vacation, but you got that 2 weeks AT you gotta go to. Well, you can try to RIDT AT or move it, but especially like me, for some reason, I got lucky. For some reason, supply ATs weren't really in the summer. I would go up to the AT like in November or something. But see, that affected my school. So you don't win like you think you do. So you gotta look out for those type of things. Also, clothes that you wear. Yeah, I know it's weird. So like, I'm gonna give you another example. So I think it's changed now, but you can't wear earrings in uniform. Like you worked at Walmart or something. Not even Walmart. Let's say you got a good IT job, information technology job. There are definitely good paying career jobs that you can wear earrings and you can have your hair braided and have your hair dyed orange and stuff like that. And the military is not like that. In fact, you have to wear only probably like 3 different color socks, right? Coyote brown, black, and green. That's it. You can't have any earrings in your ear unless you're a female. And if you're a female, there's certain type of earrings. Tattoos, you can forget about it. Now again, I'm speaking for specifically Marines. It has updated, but at the time, you still like, you have a tattoo like right here, then you can try to get a waiver, but I mean, yeah, you're basically screwed. Where other jobs, it is what it is. See, here's the thing about it. I'm gonna just give you all some game. In civilian jobs, when you have a career civilian job, your boss doesn't ask you how long is your hair or what kind of tattoo is. They could ask what type of tattoo is that. You don't want a racist tattoo or something that's like belligerent, something that's like very foul. You don't want that type of tattoo, obviously. But I'm just talking about tattoos in general. I'm not talking about the extreme circumstances. I'm talking about in general. In the civilian world, that doesn't happen. That rarely happens, where you have somebody that's nitpicking. Oh, you have a beard, you gotta shave that beard. And I'm a police officer. And I'm gonna get on that gas mask thing later in the video, but don't believe that gas mask stuff either. We go to the gas chamber too as police officers. We have to deal with riots and stuff like that. We wear gas masks and we have beards and nothing. We don't have any leaks. Just buy, maybe the Marines just need to buy better gas masks. Okay, so don't believe that either. For we can't have beards because of that. And uniformity. First of all, uniformity doesn't exist. I'm gonna tell you why uniformity doesn't exist. But anyways, before I do that, civilian jobs are different. They want to see if you got that degree, what kind of certs do you have, and how are you at your job. And the Marines is not like that. In the Marines, it's how you look like, what's your PFT score and CFT score, and do you show up to work on time. But their show up to work on time is different than civilian show up to work on time. You'll see if you join. It is not the same as like what you do in a military job and a civilian job are two different things, right? One is focused on how you actually do your job. The other one is more focused on how long your hair is. You got to deal with that. And if you're watching this video, how can I put this? I don't think I have a problem with the Marines because I'm trying to go to OCS. That's not the thing. Every job has its negatives and positives. On this video, I'm just telling you the negatives. I will make a video on the positives later. I'm just letting you know the negatives because I feel like I have to, right? I don't want to lead you on and think everything is all sunshine and rainbows because it's not. It just isn't. Beards, unless you have a shaved shit, you can't have a beard. So you grow a beard. I cut mine. I like to cut mine when I get a haircut. I need to get another haircut actually. You can forget about that beard. You're gonna have to cut that beard and you're gonna have to wave it goodbye because you can't have a beard in the military unless you have a shaved shit. I don't get it either. I don't know why that's a thing. Again, other branches, you will see people with beards, they have shaved chits, but just normally, you can't just normally have a beard. I don't get it. Females, you can't have certain type of earrings and dyed color hair that you like when you go to school. And again, I'm speaking for reservists. Active duty is even worse. But if you're a reservist and you go to like Ole Miss or Alabama or Southern Miss or LSU or something like that, and you're in the dorm, you're in a sorority, you're in Tri Delta, and y'all have bid day, and you have your hair dyed blonde or things of that nature, you can't really do that in the Marines. You just can't. They do have these things where I think they say natural colors, but depending on who your unit leader is and stuff for that, your chain of command, COC and stuff, things of that nature, they might even trip on that. Now, for some reason, females do get away with more things than males do. That's in the real world too. It is what it is. But females do get away with things that males can't get away with. That's just life. But also, some people, depending on who you are, this affects the reservists that are older, I should say. This is more of the 25-year-olds and up. That paycheck, you might not think that paycheck is worth it. I have heard plenty of times while we were in the HTC, people say, "I'm losing money coming here." Now that depends. Now again, this is for the older people. This is not really for the younger people because most of all, you probably work at a entry-level job anyway. So you come in on the weekend, the money probably looks better. But when you start making more money, the older you get, you feel like you're losing money while you're at drill. Now, fortunately for me, as a police officer, I never had that problem. Right? I got military pay, so I could go and still get paid while I was at drill and on AT, so I didn't get affected by that. So when I was at drill and AT, I was still getting paid if I was supposed to work that weekend as if I was still working that weekend, even though I wasn't there. So that wasn't a problem for me. It's still not a problem for me, but I don't work on the weekends anymore. I switched jobs now, so I don't work weekends anymore. But those are some things that I can think of right now. I can do a part 2 to this, and I will do some positives as well, but I don't want to make this video too long. But those are just some things that I can think about right now. And again, I'm not trying to dissuade anybody from joining the Marines. I do think that it definitely helped me out. I'm finishing college debt free, so it helped me out. I grew up because of the Marines. But again, I'll do a video on the positives later if you want to see it. But with that being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Brand new channel, trying to get this channel started. I want to be like some other military police channels and just try to be another outlet. All right, so I'll see y'all later. All right, peace.